Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you, a little midday money on a Friday. Welcome on into the show, everybody. Last night I got a couple people messaging me. Oh, there's no late money last night. I told you, the folks were coming in, say hello, looking in houses down here with us. And so that was a fun afternoon doing that. And then, you just start chatting, and, my brother's calling from wherever the heck he's working out of. So I just, it was like 10:30. I'm like, I'm not going to come on. I'll do one tonight. I'll come back tonight, all right? It's a Friday night. I'll come on. I'll miss out. Wife might have some wine. It would have been a fun night for me, but hey, what am I going to do? You guys are first. She doesn't watch the show, so I can say silly crap like that. Anyway, so we got YouTube, we got Facebook, we got Twitter, we got the whole kit caboodle. Max Wager Network is our new little part of the family. Again, here's the show. It's me. Allie Burns is after me 1 o'clock. Just Parlay's Chris King. This cat, and the funny thing is I was joking about like the parlay show. And I'm like, yeah, best way 4-0, go 3-1 is put a 14 parlay in. This guy in the show hit a 10-teamer the other day. Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was the day before.
I think it was 2 days ago. Dang.
Yeah. $100 will pay you $55,000. Even a quarter. You put a quarter on it, we won $13,000. Yeah. And again, I know a lot of people like parlays because you come in and ask me about my thoughts about parlays. That's why we have different people. We're all different kind of shows, right? I do something different than Allie. Allie's different than Earl Sports. Earl's different than me. Chris King. It's called Just Parlays. I mean, it should go over very well with everybody. Back to the window, Scott and Scott. And then we got Game Time with the Twins and Detroit Lenny with his imposter llama. Imposter. Let me throw this up. So we have some these are so we had the tournament futures. We have some left. And I did bet a couple games today. We'll get into those in just a second. I know there's 12 o'clock games, but I just want to go over a couple of these that are pending right now. Now I have NC. Obviously, Florida State went down in flames. NC's still alive. I did actually bet North Carolina today anyway at a pick'em. And sometimes I double up. Other times I'm like, you know what? I'm setting it. But the worst, listen, Carolina's playing good. I think they get it done. So we got Mid-Tennessee still pending, plus a dime. New Mexico State plus money. Again, I actually bet them tonight later today. Richmond and VCU, these guys are think head-to-head today, if I remember correctly. I didn't go either way here because I have two futures pending on both. Texas Tech, team we liked, they're rolling along here today. Rutgers, I thought I took out all the conferences, but you see they're in the Big Ten. So that guy is still alive here with Rutgers. And actually, is Illinois playing today? They're already off. I got them at plus 370. And I actually bet them last night at 3.5. UConn, again, versus Nova. This line's come down a bit too. So I'm kind of like, wow, do I bet Nova? But again, it's not like I have, these aren't like $1,000 each to big paybacks on these 33-1 and stuff like that. And I don't put up the 33-1s. I put the plus monies because that's the way it shows up a lot in the sports books for you. So I know some people don't like seeing that. Newer people, I think that's what you see every day. So Northern Colorado, Kentucky, Arizona, Colorado State is there. And today's show, yesterday 2-2 in the college basketball. We go 2-2 there, but still pretty decent. 212 and 166. NBA, no doubt route with the Nets. Only 20 games under now, 56 and 75 in college in NBA picks. So we got to still get that one going right. Hockey, of course, Devils, total of 7, 3 goals scored total. 43 and 38 with our NHL. But there's that. Let's get to it. All righty. David, good morning. How are you today? Dayton versus UMass. Again, now we got the times up, and the funny thing is now I have when I write them down, they're done by conferences because I'm like, all right, these are the matchups going to be. So I kind of fill them out that way. So the times, nothing helps you now because now I just got to look at the matchups. The good thing is that by tomorrow, there'll be only 30 games. So it's easy to figure out. Dayton was 9, still it's up to 9.5 on 145. I actually want to take a little UMass here. I got this at like 8, so I'd lean on the Minutemen. Crush the like button. Tar Heels yesterday. Thoughts on Whiskey Moneyline, TCU, NC, and the Lake Show. Lake Show. NC, yes. TCU in a little. What is this number open at here? Is this on the back page? We're on the back. So it was 7.5. Now it's up to 8.5 against Kansas. I got this right at like 9. Now I don't think Kansas has been playing great, but I like a little more points than 8.5, possibly. Again, it's a no play for me there. And Whiskey Moneyline. I think I said this the other day with this matchup. Whoever won that game, same with the Indiana-Michigan game. And what a total meltdown by Michigan. And we'll talk about that when I roll through these comments. Sparty party. I just don't like being anti-Izzo in March. But again, I didn't bet it though, Mamba. Richard P. hitting the like button. Thank you very much. I like Wyoming get the job done as well. Well, here comes Wyo. So we're Wyo guys, right? We're fake Cowboys. We like Wyoming. I guess I spot against UNLV. I just thought, in a pick'em, maybe we look towards UNLV there because maybe they get a little bit home court going on for them, and Wyoming sometimes on the road. But I can see Wyoming today against Boise. I mean, Boise's a tough little group. We like the Cowboys. I'm not going to say no to Wyoming. I'm just if you're on Twitter, I just added Winnipeg and the Islanders, Celtics and Pistons, and for tomorrow, Yale and Penn. Just throwing that out there. I was like, what's going on? I said, why are my window? I'm looking up at the screen here. I'm like, why are these windows open? And I forgot it, and I don't post them until after the show. Miss Danika's here, our favorite Canadian. Well, maybe our second favorite. I like the guy from Love It or Listed, David Veston. I just tweeted at him. Love It or Listed guy. Anyway, it's 7. Michael says the line is now 7. For that, I guess that's Memphis. Thoughts on St. Pete's? Mike, we like St. Pete's. We talked about St. Pete's plus 450 for the tournament. Although we did bet Niagara too. I said let's just grab some Niagara there. I liked them plus 1,400. I said, you know what? Iona has lost some games, and sure enough they did. But Peters, I'll lay it here just because. I think they're going to win the thing. I thought even with Iona here they could win the thing. So I'll say yes to St. Peter's to get it done. Memphis, Central Florida. Well, I thought this line would be a little higher here because it was 8.5, and I'm like, ooh, I just think Memphis is playing kind of good here. So 7, I kind of like it. 8.5, I was like, oh, do I got to win here by 10? I like Memphis right now. Double results. Houston first half money line, full game. Throwing in a parlay. Houston Cougars. Definitely not Houston basketball, right? Against the Mavericks. We like Houston. Iowa money line versus Rutgers. Well, if you want to do that, I get it. I mean, Mr. Nika, I'm not going to tell you to lay on money lines like that. But Rutgers, listen, stingy. What was that, 49-48 the first time these guys played defensively? Thoughts on Arizona, Colorado? I want to take the 10 Colorado. The point guard for Arizona point guard. I still like Arizona. I mean, you'll get a little tidbit here. I got Arizona in my night 3-pack. I got 3 3-packs up. That is one of them. And I'm laying. I got a 9.5 and a 10 with that Arizona. I just think for them payback, and they're a good team. I don't think Colorado's all that great. Tennessee money line. I can't. Mr. Nico. I mean, why even ask me? If you're going to take favorites on the money line and lay the thing, I mean, yeah, Tennessee should win money line. They're a 6-point fave. Kansas, same thing. The SMU. I mean, 7-point faves here. I don't think those teams, lose outright. Rutgers versus Iowa. I would like the 7.5. It's come down a little bit, but as a Jersey guy, Rich, you don't vote for Rutgers. Purdue, again, going out on a whim. 9-point. You're really dancing with the devil with these picks here. 7, 8, 9-point favorites on the money line, Mr. Nico. That's your college parlay. All fave parlay. They all should win. They all should win. Sean Austin's in the house. Good morning, my friend. LSU Arkansas over. Yes. Thoughts on Colorado State, San Diego State. I like Colorado State. Listen, I had Colorado State last year to win the Mountain West. We like them again to win the Mountain West. When a PCU's main guy is hurt. PCU? Is that the movie PCU with Jeremy Piven? That movie's hilarious. Or is this Providence College? What are you talking about? PCU. Go Google some PCU. Hilarious. They're like, they got rid of the mascot. It was like an endangered species peacock or something. Then they're protesting. We have a protest. We're not going to protest. Go see. Like Big X is in the house. I'm staying away from whiskey. Johnny Davis on. Exactly. He's their go-to. And I just like, Izzo is one of those cats I just don't like. If I'm not on him, I definitely don't want to be against. As let's Troy Lenny say, good luck unless you're, against us. Yeah. Izzo, I don't know. I like him as a dog. He could be a little suspect as a fave sometimes, but I'm not interested when the best player in the other team's banged up. Opinions: Knicks, Cavs, Wizards, Raptors. All right, I like the Hawks, Hornets too. Oh my goodness gracious! Here, the Knicks. I like. I think I put the over out in Knicks Memphis game on Win the Free Picks channel last night. I said over the total. Knicks have showed a little heart lately, and again getting 10. It's like, why wouldn't you take the Knicks getting 9.5? And they're scoring right now. Cavaliers, I like. Although that line's kind of, I don't understand that line move. 7.5. Everybody's betting the Heat. I thought for sure it would come down. Again, that's concerns me there. Wizards against the Lakers. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with the Lakers. Raptors against Phoenix. I'll lean Raptors with you there. Why is that line coming down? Everybody's betting Phoenix there. So let's go Toronto. Hawks again. We mentioned the Hawks line. Against, I kind of like the Clippers there. Kind of like the Clippers a little bit. Charlotte against New Orleans. I'd lean New Orleans there. I like New Orleans at home. T-Wolves. I mean, what game aren't you betting tonight there, Darryl? I think it's the entire NBA slate. I don't know. Here we go. 8 on the road to Orlando. I'd lean Orlando and 8 at home. Penguins, Caps. 4 games on the ice. You sure you only want to bet the 2 of them? 170 fave. Why don't you throw Minnesota in there? They're $200. They're $2 on the road. And the Capitals. I like Vancouver. Pitt. Vegas is struggling. Why don't we do a Pitt puck line? Are these for all your opinions? Are you gonna throw these in a parlay? 10 game parlay. Ryder versus Monmouth. Yeah, I would say okay to that because as I said, I thought Niagara would win there. I do like King Rice. I like Monmouth, but sometimes they lose when they're supposed to win. Apparently, they won when they're supposed to lose for me. What do I have on this Monmouth game? I want to say Ryder here. It's 4.5. I would lean a little bit to the dog. Didn't bet it. I'll make sure my parlay is going to win. Yeah, that's a. But again, you come in, not just you, Miss Ego. People come in. Oh, what do you think of this parlay? It's every $2, $3 fave. Okay, how am I going to say no to that? I think those favorites should all win. Providence over Creighton. Line looks a little low. I might lean a little Creighton here, but Providence is just one. I mean, they're 24-4, Sean. And this is a 3. Take a cue from Mystique and just go money line at 3. Lay 150. But I don't know. I want believe it or not, I want to lean a little Creighton there at that short number. Marcos, thank you for hitting the like button. Appreciate it. As a Purdue grad, they scare me come tournament time. Always choking on team shit. Yeah, but you know what? I think they rolled today. I think they roll. And my rollers yesterday, I think Kansas covered the big number. I thought Iowa was going to come out and score big. I think they're going to do the same here at Purdue. Penn State's got a short bench, back-to-back. I don't know. I think Purdue, 15-point win here today. New to channel. Thoughts on Houston money line minus 800. First time, long time. I'll hang up and listen. Any leans on the hockey? Yeah. Canucks. Little Vancouver at home. People don't lay big money lines. I don't play parlays. I never play parlays. I play A14 money line. You're saying people don't lay big money lines. Meaning, don't do it, people. Can you win, Mike? Yeah. You can get lucky and hit. Hi. The guy 2 shows after me hit a 10-teamer for $55,000. You could hit. Do they come in? Yeah. But that's anything can come in. I mean, you give it 5 games, you just go 5-0 straight up anyway. The parlay is the fun part. You see the returns on it, the big money return. You get excited. I understand. It's fun. Hey, listen, we got a lot of different options here on the network to choose from, different ways to go. Everybody's got a different opinion. We make money all different ways. Say this every day. My way is not the right way. Although my house is my way or the highway. Like Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit's are probably the best band. Right, they're right after Nickelback as the top bands of all time. I like Kansas and North Kakalaka. Kansas, spread-wise, I don't know. It's right on my number there, Rob. But I like North Carolina to win. Yes. Got the Cavs, Wizards, Grizzle, Wolves, Suns, Clippers, Pelicans, Team Total. You got enough there? You got enough NBA? I feel bad. I do feel bad. People come in and roll down our NBA. And you see my NBA I bet on is one thing. We're winning those games. That's fine. I pick and choose a spot. Nets, never in doubt yesterday. In the video here, totally different. I try to find something that I like. And if I'm not betting it, you see the results. You see the results of me not putting my money on games. 55 and 75 here in the video. Because I kind of like the Cavs. Of course, I like the Wizards there. Grizzles, Wolves, Suns. I mean, I hate coming out and saying a thing because newer folks are going to be like, oh, this guy kind of likes it, not knowing that I'm not betting. And I try to, I can repeat myself. I repeat myself a whole heck of a lot. NBA, I don't love betting this time of year. Why am I betting the NBA when I have a 55% run in college hoops the last 2 months, and historically I'm hitting 55% in conference, college tournament here, whatever conference or NCAAs for that matter. I just don't like the NBA this time of year, or most of the year. Playoff time's different. This time, no. Wild any over, Caps game over. I like Vancouver there. 6, but you're laying juice with the 6 there. Minnesota Wild 6.5 over. I guess Minnesota's been scoring a lot. They've gone over. Over Arkansas, yes. AJS. Hello. Hogs, what is that? Is that because I'm fat? You make a fat? You're fat shaming me, AJ? That we're at? Is that normal in 2022? You don't come in and fat shame me? Pelicans are hurting. No CJ Ringo. More reason to like them, Rob. Again, this is on a serious note. A lot of times, if a guy's out, I don't mind playing on that next guy, kind of stuff. But NBA, I'm not rushing to bet NBA today. They didn't bet any NBA. They didn't bet any NBA today. Not looking to bet NBA today. College has been paying my bills since November. Although NBA has, I think I'm 22 and 15, 22 and 16. So NBA, I'm still making money, but I'm not. No, not today. Not today. Not on a Friday semifinal day. TCU autocorrect on my phone. One of their guys is there. TCU. All right, not PCU. Although still, PCU is still a good movie. And you should watch it. Daryl saying yes, but I don't know who's saying yes to because that comment was up the hill. I don't know. Sorry, Daryl. Took Illini -6, North Texas 4. Going to roll with UConn. Illini got up to 6, huh? I'm happy with my 3.5. Hopefully I don't even know what the score is. My luck, they're losing. If it's anything like my Florida State early game.
Illinois is up 2 with 19 seconds left in the first.
All right. Still, it's all right. We'll grind it out. North Texas, I do like. Going to roll with UConn money line. That's a good bet. Listen, I got UConn to win the conference tournament here plus 330, Mike. So, yes. Hypothetical. Purdue's fires, paying after he chokes. Steve Lavin. How old's that guy, Mike? How old's Steve Lavin? I mean, is that where we're going to go to Steve Lavin? I'm for all sports not getting like retread coaches. I mean, so you're an NFL team, you bring in somebody like Jimmy John, a guy who has like titles or something, would be one thing. How do you just? I don't know. And I don't know enough about the whole coaching sphere of college hoops to see. I mean, first of all, how hard is it to coach? You have to be a recruiter in college hoops, I think. I mean, every kid wants to shoot the ball from half court. No one knows how to shoot a free throw, and they can't hit a 14-footer. And there's no big men. So, I mean, you run out there and just say, make a shot. Do I want to bring in Steve Lavin, who hasn't? I mean, last time Steve Lavin was good, these kids weren't even born. I mean, Marcus Smart over assists. Groovy Cap's coming in here with player props. Wendell Carter over rebounds. Betting on a little guy. Screw the Nets players. The Nets, we like the Nets, bro. They rolled for us yesterday. I told you the Nets. I said the Nets. Feasting on money line parlays. I get it. But pounded. Money line parlays are great. The one cat here just hit a $50,000 parlay. I don't know. Like I say, for me, the gambling guys always come down to bite me in my big butt. Like, no. You're going to go 8-1 here, And that's the day I don't have. That's the day I put 3 games in straight up, and they go 1-2 in the parlay. I don't know. I just don't do it often. I know you do. I know people do, and they make it. I get it. It's fun. Everybody does it a different way. I know cats who just do like player props and make a ton killing it. I don't know. I just don't. I'm not a big player prop. Baseball player props, we'll get some strikeout total stuff like that for sure. I'm not a big parlay guy. I did parlays. I didn't even do parlays. I do like nickel reverses back in the day. Those Sunday, Monday night games, dime nickel reverse. Put a nice $4,000 in my pocket on a Monday. Yeah, they're either great or listen, you got to hit. If you hit one giant one a month, it offsets everything else. But most people, Mr. Nika, don't have bankroll to last when they lose $1,000. If you lose a few in a row. And again, maybe people are betting $3 and trying to make $4.50. Everybody's different. Like the same game parlay. I see these things come up on these channels. Oh, this thing. Same day parlay was like standard. Back. You call up in the 90s, call your 212 guy, pick up the phone, 47 ace. Go ahead, ace. 30 timer, Giants ending over. You do same day parlays were standard. Now they're forbidden in these places. Ridiculous. Put 100 on the Cubs to win the division before they sign Carrera and another pitcher. You know what? I definitely got to do a baseball show. And it's just a crazy
I'm down for a baseball show.
You know what? We got to get some stuff out for baseball because and usually this is when I be getting stuff out because I'll have all my NCAA stuff up by Monday for Thursday, Friday. Because I'm flying back to Jersey on Thursday. And usually I'll be at AC or Meadowlands or wherever getting stuff for baseball prep show. But yes, we'll definitely do some baseball soon. Because we got to give you another Ohtani. Big MVP ticket. You're welcome. Brewers to roll through. Braves World Series. We had a bunch of good stuff. I'll bring those out another day to say how I did, pat myself on the back. UConn Nova over. Yes. Kentucky Derby. No, thank you. No, I got a guy who owns horses. I'll talk to him. I don't. What do you know about horses, Pound? Do you know anything about horses? I know nothing about horses. You know what? Everything I know about horses? Let It Ride. Richard Dreyfuss. Hilarious movie. Funny stuff. Is the Kentucky Derby where they wear the funny hats and drink mint juleps? Is that what that is? Brian's agreeing with Sanika. Huge money, or you're going to go 7-1, you're going to complain all day long. Love the ponies. I bet on one horse in my life. It actually won. I was in somewhere in Pennsylvania. Bruce Weber is a no-win situation as coach of Kansas State. Can't compete with Kansas over there. Anybody who's at K-State, you're always the little brother. We know this. You got to tell the guys, like, listen, not only is our football team better, eventually we'll get better at basketball. I don't know. I mean, how do you recruit to K-State? If these guys aren't going to Kansas, are you going to really get a guy who wasn't accepted to Kansas? No, he's going to go to Arizona, Texas somewhere. Over Wild. See, he's agreeing with you over Wild. Rob Franklin, good morning. Tuna TV, what do you say? With you on the Pistons of North Texas. I like it. Corpus Christi, Nicholls State over. Yes. Gambling State, +7. Gambling. Oh, what do we got here for the Gramblers? Texas Southern line. Oh, this was 6.5 last night, 133.5 total. It is now up to 7. You know what? Let's take some Grambling +7. Yes. Gramble on. Bonnie's money line. I'm on the Billikens. Kent State money line versus Ohio. What is this, like a 2-ish? Pick 'em, I guess. NBA's trash. Can't look at NBA until college hoops sends out. I agree. I always think it's a good time in college hoops to make money, Pounded. Simply because everybody, I mean, you see the chat. You do what I do. People just want to bet NBA. They think they know NBA because they watch ESPN and TNT and watch these guys play. And, it's easy. It's the Lakers are great, and the Miami or the Bucks or whatever. No, I think those lines, as many games as there are, I think those lines are probably as good as NFL lines because everybody knows these people. It's like Duke's playing Kansas. I'm going to find an edge. Really going to find an edge? Just whoever you think, pick a team you think is going to win that game. There's no edge in that line. NBA, same thing. I try to find a spot. Detroit's playing well. I'm getting double digits. Okay. We'll throw that as a free pick. Am I betting that game? No. College hoops, you can make money from November to March. It's not difficult. It is not difficult. I guess it is difficult because people don't want to take I'm just going to throw out there like North Colorado +8.5 on the road versus somebody. You're like, oh, North Colorado, what? I'm not taking this team. Well, I mean, you're taking who's this? Forget it. I'm just going to take John Morant. I mean, they're getting 5 points. They lose by 32. Forget the NBA. Texas Tech, Oklahoma. Oklahoma, a huge win over Baylor. You think they could hang with Tech? I think Oklahoma needs it to get into the dance, but it's, again, off that kind of win. Definitely a letdown spot. Tech's what? 7.5 point fade? I got this right at 7 myself, so. As I said, it looks like Kansas. Now, Baylor will be off that one line. And here comes Kansas creeping in. I didn't think this is a good Kansas team either. This is not I don't think it's a great Kansas team. College hoops all day, baby. All day college hoops. You know that. I know what you meant, Pounded. I know what you meant. Grand Canyon, I'm already on the other way. Providence line looks a little too low to me. I got a Connecticut future, so 2.5. It does look a little low. So take it. Just take a money line. Kansas TC, I kind of like Kansas there, believe it or not. Even though I was just saying I don't think this is their vintage team. Santa Barbie in the over. I'll take it. Hawaii Fullerton money line. No. I'm on fully. MSDS parlay are fire. Miss D's parlays are fire. Yeah. Miss D got great parlays. Just take every huge, like everybody's fave. No, and I'm not. This isn't like a knock to Mr. Nika or anybody who does money line parlays with faves. I'm just gonna say, yeah, you take every fave. Like baseball's coming. All right, I got 4 faves. You're gonna have Garrett Cole laying 340, and you're gonna put him in a parlay with a couple other cats. And you know what? Cole's gonna lose because that's what he did with the Yankees. He's gonna give up 4 runs in 6 innings, and you're gonna come in the next day. It's like, oh, Garrett Cole. Moneyline faves are great. Favorites lose games. The best teams, and I just throw baseball out there. Best team in baseball is going to lose 60 games. You know, maybe you have a really good year and they lose 50. And they win 110, which is rare. And that team's going to be favored all the time. NBA, NFL, you know, maybe not NFL. Not to be a little separate because there's just a short amount of games. You got 82 games in the NBA. You're going to money line the fave most of the time. They're going to lose 30 games. College hoops, same thing, man. The team could lose. I just don't. Again, this is me 30 years doing stuff. Like I've done it. I know the frustration. You put something in, you're like, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. You're a 13-point fave. You lose outright. Like what happens there? And you're down. And maybe it's because I wasn't doing $5 parlays to win 330. But I know we're like $300 parlays and nickel and dimes to win, you know, ridiculous money like a derelict. So yeah, I don't know. That's just me. I'm not a huge get into that stuff. Because when they lose, you come in and not that I want to laugh. I'm like, well, what do you think? They don't win every time. They don't win every time. Because you hit what? You hit a big one like that. Mr. Nika plays them on. How often do you hit those, Mr. Nika? Maybe once a month you hit a big one for 30 grand or whatever. Jojo Rabbit. You probably might as well bet the game. That's what I say. If you're going to parlay it up, but Rob, they're not going to do that because the majority of people don't have that bankroll, right? I come in here on a Sunday. We're taking this game in football. Look at lines. Take this game. I'm not betting. And then Sunday comes. Oh, how did you get that line? You're saying it's 2 and it's really 6. Well, Bobo, we bet it on Sunday at 2, and you don't have money in your account because you just bet everything in your account that day. Bet them single. Bet them single. Worst case, you split out, right? If that's the case, worst case scenario, you'll split the game, you go 3-3. Maybe you're going to lose a little juice, yes, but maybe you win a little. Baseball's coming, thank goodness. How do you like Iowa in conference tournament? Got a plus a dime before the yeah. Definitely live, found it. I did the little show. I grabbed Rutgers just because I'm like, you know what? I'll take Rutgers at 14. They beat everybody. They lose to everybody. So they're there. And Iowa could definitely, offensively, I think a little better than Rutgers. I think you're fine. I think you're alive. You're playing today. You're alive. You know? Revenge. Played that Rutgers game, was that 48-47, whatever it was, 49-48, something ridiculous. You're going to come out fired up. You just scored, a bunch of points last game. You're clicking on all cylinders. I like the Braves. I've had the Braves the last 2 years to win the World Series, so I'm not saying nothing. Mr. Old Ninja Crown is making his college baseball picks. He loves his college baseball. And that's what I say. Guys, people do good in sports, right? You're right. Red hot here, red hot there, whatever the case may be, any sport. That's what betting is. And that's what you need to understand. Like, yeah, you're great right now. Things are going well. College baseball's posted. You have to be able to, when something's going well for you in any sport you're betting good, don't worry about the other stuff. You keep notes on it, whatever you want to do. Why you got to ride a train because you're going to hit a bump in the road. It's going to lose. You're going to have a losing streak. Things aren't going to go right. You have to be able to adjust and move around. Hence, I bet 40, 50 regular season NBA games and 400, 500 college basketball games or more. Thoughts on Hawaii? Don't like Hawaii. I didn't like Hawaii yesterday. Don't like them. They had the best bet on the other side last night. I liked fading away there. So didn't like them there. I'll grab some fully tonight. Portland State, yes. Missing out on the ponies. I went to the track once. I went out to see. This is before we moved down here. I went out to PA. I was looking out there by Pennsylvania. Tony K sent me up with his spot over at Mohegan Sun, or I think it's Mohegan, or I think they have a Mohegan in Pennsylvania, not the one in Connecticut. And he sent me up a nice little room there for the fam out there because we were looking at houses, and they had the track. We went to the track, and again, I think whatever. Everybody picked a little horse. We grabbed one, threw $20 on. Actually, won. It was fun. It was. Then my daughter was like, "Let's come back." I got to worry about my daughter. She's ready to get into the business, already. She's 12, but I keep her away from the horses. I said, "You got this degenerate gene." I said, "You got to watch yourself. You can be fat, you can be a drug addict, you can be an alcoholic. Every bad thing, any kind of vice. I got to keep her out of the track." But I get it. It was fun. We had a nice time sitting there watching them come around. I understand. I get it. I just don't know how to bet them, though. I don't know how to bet them, Pound It. I'll watch. I told you. I'll put on Let It Ride and just laugh. I don't have to worry about losing money. Taking Wizards. Money line. Auto fade my Lakers. Yeah, you know about the Lakers. Antoine, you're late. Yes, you are. At least you came, though. Welcome. Do you do prize pick bet? No, what is that? That's are those other things where it's like come in and see my bets?
It's player props.
Is that player props? Because I know, what's the other one they have? Like the bet stamp. People are like, "Oh, you're not real." I'm like, "Bro, who are?" I'm not real. Yeah, I'm definitely not a real guy. Yeah, because I'm not on these things. No, I don't do prize bet. I'm not a big player prop guy. Sometimes I'll throw them out here for the chat. And Lucas, it's one. I'll do the show. People ask player props, and I said going forward this year baseball, I'll try to get some more player stuff in there. And but for NBA, I'm not giving out NBA player props because it starts during football season, and I'm worried about football, and then it's during college hoops. And again, I'm hitting 50-some percent here, in 54% in March and February and December. January was under 500 month. I think we're 8 games under 500. But November, December, February, March, put money in my pocket. I'm not worried about NBA props. I'm going. You stick what goes good. I know I'm going to have money in my pocket every single day. I'm not worried about NBA player props. So I'm not a big prop guy. And even for NFL, I guess, I could start doing stuff like that. But then the question for me is it I could just give one out, but everybody wants something for a game. So now I got 16 games I got to put out. So 16 player props on top of, and I try to get all the comments, right? So it's my 3 games, 16 player props, and 122 comments. I can't do that many player props. I try to do a lot, but one, I would never do NBA player props. Never. Not even during the playoffs, I'm going to do player props. That's not happening. I give you a side, it's going to win. That's that. I don't pretend to know player props. I don't pretend to know soccer or tennis. That's not what I'm getting into. NBA player prop, MLB, yeah, I dabbled a little bit last year. I'll maybe do a little more this year. But again, if you're making money on something, it's tough to adjust, man. It's tough to get out of a, And I say that not negative to myself, but just in anything. You get used to something, and it's the way it is, right? You're set in your ways. Old man yells at cloud. I say it all the time. Hey, I'm not looking to reinvent the wheel. Bills are paid, money in my pocket, money in the safe, money in the bank. We're taken care of. But I need 3 college basketball totals, 3 NBA totals tonight. I don't know. Someone will give you those. I'm not giving 8 totals out. NBA totals now. You can. I like the Knicks over. That's it. That's the only one I'll tell you.
I will say, if you want NBA totals and stuff, we did a total chaos with me, Jay Richardson, and Nick Parsons on Picks and Parlays last night.
There you go. Go to the total chaos. Thoughts on Kent State, Ohio? Coin flip game for me. I kind of like Kent, but I don't know. Not betting it. I love Santa Barbara. You like Santa Barbara the game, or do you like just being in Santa Barbara? I know what you're talking about. I'm on Santa Barbara as well. A lot of people like Arkansas. I'm going to bet it. I like the full game over too. I like the over in Arkansas. I do like that, and I like Arkansas to win. Arkansas, for those people, I know how to pronounce it, newer folks. Thoughts on NL Dobson DH? I'm a purist love that no DH. I hate the NL playing AL. Yes, I'm a DH-wise, I can live with the DH. That's fine. You know what? You want to throw the DH out there? Wonderful. You know what? That's I guess it opens up more avenues for especially players to hang on and, who are just hitters. Yeah, I want to say I'm a purist guy too. I just want to go back to no playing interleague games, like when the All-Star game meant something. But you have the now you got odd teams, right? We got 3 divisions. I mean, I'm all for going back to 2 divisions and that's it. Take the top 4. That's it. And you know what? Take the top 5 and the team with the best record gets a bye. Now we have 12 teams in the playoffs. Hey, you know what? In a lot of these books, because I was looking to come in and scalp like a mother. And if I would have got banned by a bunch of them, that's all right. We just get a new phone number. But I was looking because with 12 teams making it, it would have been like our COVID year when we had a team like Miami make it, where we had some wacky things happen that paid off good dividends. Because in a bad year like that, who's playing, not playing. Now 12 teams, you could find good shots on some things. I can't. I got to jump into some baseball numbers pretty soon. But yeah, I mean DH. I kind of like this because why not extend some careers? I'm playing the over Arkansas. Yes, Gloria K. Much better with round robins and parlays. There you go, little round robin. Gloria, bringing back the round robins. Yes, that 3-team round robins. You used to put them in for like a little 60 timer back in the day. Abilene, Seattle. Give me Seattle. UCLA, yes, Bruins. Don't want anything to do with USC. I said I've been at the track and I got in sportsbook. Never bet on the horse since. And then I told you my track story. Total Chaos does all totals, Donald. Yeah, Total Chaos show. I do Total Chaos sometimes. But when I'm doing a Total Chaos show, again, this is for Daryl, then I'm focused on the totals. I go in and I'll do my work on them. Not in a show like this. And LA and DH because they're scared of DeGrom hitting nukes. They don't need a DH when he plays. He's like, I'm just going to bat. They should make it a little league. Everyone, yeah, the draft, I get it. Baseball, the team's tanking. Like, let's go through number 1 picks in baseball and see. Well, I mean, now you've got a few lately who've done well. Even in the NFL, like top 10 picks in baseball for sure, you get who? I mean, anybody opened a pack of baseball cards in the last 40 years? You go through and see like rated rookies and a rookie cup also. Like this guy's going to be good. Go through those guys. Your guys rated rookie supposed to be good. Baseball's tough. That's why I love baseball though, because you don't know they come out of nowhere and be awesome. And do I like that giant base? Can it be giant base? Oh yeah. Let's all right. Let me get to the banners. I got to pop up our promos for everybody. I feel like the guy some side effects could be oily discharge, heart condition, acne, loss of hair. So Max Wagers, if you haven't followed on Twitter, they don't follow me. I was the second person following on Twitter. They don't follow me. Like, yeah, I'm a nobody on Twitter. Thanks, Max Wagers. Give me a follow, please. I'm asking for follows from the guy I'm tweeting out. Me, Allie Burns. We all know Allie. But the new cats, and again, and this is again a tough week for me because I got my folks here. Then I'm going to Jersey. I'll be up there doing stuff. These guys, I'm just going to pop into one of their shows one day and I'll be like, who the heck is this guy coming in acting a fool? Oh, that's just the llama coming in. So me, then Allie. Allie was, and I just saw her because I was watching the show. She popped in on the Just Parlay show with Chris King. And again, parlay folks, I understand. You see a lot of podcasts and videos. Watching it live, okay, you still have time to watch these before games go off, or better yet, like anything, like we talk about like buying, picks and stuff like that, and we put records up there. Same thing with this. Us, anybody watching, watch the person for a while. See how they do. It's not that difficult. You're watching on your phone. Easier enough for you to bring out a piece of paper, although I know people don't like write things down. Everybody's got notes on their phone. Dude, get a notebook, write down what people say, see how they do. They come on every day. You can see them, right? It's real. Follow somebody. It's not that difficult. As I said, the guy just, as much as I'm like anti-parlay guy, the guy just put a $55,000 parlay out there live on his show. He took it. What's there to say? Nothing. Back to the window. Scott and Scott. Game time. Wrapping up the day. Back to our picks. North Texas, St. Louis, Arkansas, North Carolina, Purdue, Portland State, Seattle. Pistons make it to the video. Vandy Temple whiskey. I don't know. Like Vandy's got what? Kentucky, right? Temple, I like the other way. Whiskey, again, I kind of like the other way there. Not liking those, Anton. Fabian White Jr. over 15.5 points for Houston. I'll ride with you. He's the llama. The giant base of players nowhere to run. I mean, what is that? I don't get the whole bigger base. Like, please explain. Oh, well, is it for they got to slow things down to these instant replays? Oh, look, he didn't touch the base. Well, I mean, from the time anybody who's played any sport, and again, I mean, I played little sports. I was never any kind of a pro player. They're just kind of like the old unwritten rules. Like you get close, so you don't get killed. That's why they don't want a guy having his legs snapped in half. I mean, come on with this nonsense. A bigger base. Have a bigger ball, so guys don't hit 200. Let's make it a softball, right? I mean, I don't get it. Do I like NC Central today? It's just a pick 'em. Doesn't really jump. I like him a little bit. We've had him a few times this year, Bill, but I didn't bet the game. Arkansas over. We like Arkansas over, and I like Rutgers with the points, but I don't know, man. Does Iowa just roll them today in a payback game? Iowa to score more than 48 points. A double base. Yeah, so on first base is one thing. That's fine. I understand that. But, I mean, we need bigger base in the outfield? How about speed up the game? This is just me, a guy who played Little League and stuff like that. You played ball for a long time. Anybody, you were a kid, the strike zone was from the letters to the knees. Now it's like the belt buckle, only straight down the middle. Unless you have like Joe Westbine home plate or some other guy that's the size of my room. It's ridiculous. Can you just expand the strike zone a little bit? Make it, I don't know. How about from the letters to the waist? You don't even got to go to the knees. That's fine. How about the waist? I don't know. Can we make it bigger than this? I don't want robot umps. You bring in crap like this, and it's the same with the NFL. These instant replays on bang bang stuff. Listen, mistakes happen. It's really easy to slow things down to hundredths of a second and be like, oh, the ball's coming out. Are you? No, it's down. I mean, I said that's the kind of stuff I don't like. Technology is great. That kind of stuff. You change the complex of the entire history of sports, you start going over stuff like that. UAB mid-10. I like UAB. I'm probably leaning over Toledo. Rider Monmouth. It's right around the number for me. Can Miami hang in with Duke? I think so. I mean, Duke. What's Duke showing you so far? You lost over North Carolina. You were losing to Syracuse. Now you're a 9.5-point fan. You think they're winning by 10 today? I would take the points. Unvaxxed players can't come to Canada for baseball. That's still a thing? I don't understand that. You're unvaxxed. You can't come and play baseball in New York. But you know what? You could sit on the bench, Kyrie Irving. You could hang out in the audience for the game, but you can't get on the court. What the freak's going on here? Don't get me started on this thing. The SMU, San Diego or State, I guess that is, or South Dakota. South Dakota's not playing, so it's San Diego State and Dayton. All right, SMU we could get behind. I don't like San Diego. I kind of like the other way there. And the Flyers, Dayton. It's 9. I don't know. I kind of like the dog a little bit there with Mass, I think. Mississippi, Tennessee, Miami, Florida, Duke. I like Miami and I like the Vols. They still get to play as well. That's the funny thing. I mean, we've seen that with NFL. We hostages. Well, I mean, we could talk about crazy Canada. I mean, what are we going to do up there? That's a whole nother show. But see, I don't feel like getting banned. UConn plus the 2.5. Yes. Thoughts on TCU, Kansas, Richmond, VCU. Well, we got futures on Richmond from the start of the year here, and we do got them Richmond, and we have both Richmond and VCU for the tournament here. So I'm leaning Richmond because I've been hyping them since November, and I do like Kansas, even though I don't think this is a great Kansas team. VCU, New Mexico State, Montana State. 2 out of 3 ain't bad for you. All right, we're gonna roll this puppy down. Head on over to see our girl Allie Burns, and I got to get the Troy Lenny to help me with the intro. We got to, intro and outros. We got to start doing a little more tech savvy stuff. We're by tech savvy visitors here, Miss Danica. Yeah, we'll talk, Miss Danica. We could not on here though. They'll round you up. They'll confiscate your money. You say something bad up there. What do we got here? Oklahoma, Texas Tech. Software. Oklahoma's in a tough spot off the Baylor win, and I do not like USC. You have a good day also. USC. Yeah. UCLA and Tech probably. Oklahoma's off a big one. I don't know. Didn't bet it, though. They really need the game to win. We're out of here. Subscribe here. New Max Wagers. Come say hello. We got everything listed here. You know how to do this, folks. I got to get a little cleaner in my my deliveries here. But have a